Namaskara. A warm welcome to our virtual evening lecture series conducted by Disha Bharat. From past 3 years, Disha Bharat is conducting online lecture series to inculcate patriotic thought process in the minds of students. Before moving to main program, and I would like to speak few words about Disha Bharat too. Disha Bharat was started in the year 2005 with the sole intention of imbibing values in youth through various methods. But why Disha? One may ask. When we compare the present Bharat and the Bharat which was few decades ago, we see a tremendous progress in various fields like literacy, healthcare, transport, infrastructure, IT, science, and many more. At the same time, we are also seeing an increase in corruption, women harassment, exploitation of nature, addiction, and many more. Disha Bharat understands that there is a gap in our education system because of which the society is not happy, harmonious one. To bridge this gap, Disha Bharat was started. Disha conducts various workshops and programs which instills human values and the foundation of Bharatiya Sanskriti in many institutions across the state and nation. Okay, let's move on to today's lecture series. Today we have one of such great personality in today's virtual platform. Yes, he is a motivational speaker and chairman of Academy for Creative Teaching, Dr. Gururaja Karajagi. Welcome, sir. Welcome to this virtual platform.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
It's an immense pleasure to me to introduce Dr. Gururaja Karajagi. Dr. Karajagi, a doctoral degree holder in chemistry from Karnataka University, has published over 22 research papers in international journals, has served as a member of several prestigious educational and governmental committees. He is a life fellow of the Electrochemical Society of India. He is on the boards of management of a few medical universities too. Dr. Karajagi also served as a member of the State Resource Group (SRG) for the implementation of total quality management in the colleges of Karnataka. Dr. Karajagi is a well-known columnist who writes for Popular Daily and has completed more than 1,500 columns. His books entitled Karunanu Babelake are immensely popular and have seen several editions. Through the Academy for Creative Teaching, Dr. Karajagi is instrumental in building over 86 schools of very high quality all over the world. He is also a member of the Karnataka Gnana Ayoga. It is a great pleasure to have you on this virtual platform, sir. We are all waiting to know about the educational reforms in Bharat, along with your motivating anecdotes. Now, the platform is yours, sir. Welcome once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel honored and privileged to have been asked by Disha Bharat to speak today on a topic which is very dear to my heart. Education reforms in MyBharat. When I talk of reforms, I think of 2-3 things. How was education in ancient times? Why we need education? What is the shortfall in education? You're feeling it now, something short. And how do you fill it up? These are the 4 issues I have to consider. Education, the word itself is fascinating. When in Europe, there is a serious dialogue and debate between 2 groups of people that is very strong in Europe. I was in Geneva and I had to preside over a small session. And one team was saying the root of the word education is educare. The education word came from Latin word educare. Educare means to pull out, to strengthen, to make it strong. Another group says, no. Educare is not the foundation root of the word. There's another Latin word called educere. Some people educere. That is the word. And what is the meaning of that word? Edusere means to transcend and go beyond. Both were very strongly arguing for each one of them. And finally, I had to make a presidential remark. I told him, I don't know why are you fighting, because both are essential to education. Both are integral part of education. Please see, my friends, if you want to learn classical music, you go to a guru and start learning ragas. To know a raga, you should know what is the arohana, what is avarohana, all the symbols and measures, and what is the boundary of the raga, you should know. And we also know that some people want to master a raga, they spend years together. There is a boundary for the raga. The moment you cross the boundary, they say, no, the raga is gone. Besur ho gaya. They all say that raga is not there. That means you must all know the boundaries of the raga and sing within that. Make it expert. Become a thorough in that. Become thorough in that. Become an expert in that. Know the nuances of the raga. That's what educare is all about. Educare is knowing about it, strengthening it, making it stronger, and you are expert in that. But if you decide to remain in the boundaries of the raga, how do you create another raga? How can a genius like Dr. Balu Murali Krishna can create so many ragas? That means a creative person not only understands the boundary, studies it well, but does not stay there. He transcends and goes beyond. That is Edusere. Education has to be both. We should make our children understand what they are expected to understand. And we should stimulate them to see that they don't get stuck there. They have to go beyond and go beyond. Otherwise, how can you get innovations in different worlds? It's not possible. So therefore, I had to combine educare and edusere. How was it done in the ancient times? Our great Taittiriya Upanishad makes it so clear, very, very clear. Teacher was a facilitator. It was not like a classroom teaching and giving guides and notes to him so that he can get 95 marks in the examination. No. There is a very famous story in Taittiriya Upanishad, the father and son. Varuna is the father, son is the Bhrigu. In fact, become Bhrigu in Taittiriya Upanishad. The father is running a big ashrama on the bank of the river. Thousands of students are there learning from him on spiritual fields. The son of the guru, called Kulapati, is not studying anything. The mother felt bad. Father never told him to study. Mother felt bad. Everyone is coming to my husband and learning from him, and my son is not learning from him. He coaxed and pushed her son, saying that you go and learn from the father. This boy has been wandering in the ashrama. He had been hearing a few words regularly. Somebody said Atma Dhyana. Somebody said Brahma Dhyana. And they were saying that ultimate is Brahma Dhyana. The boy went to the father and sat before him and told, Papa, my mother is telling me that I should learn from you. I don't want to spend time like these people who have been here for 10, 15 years. Teach me directly Brahma Dhyana. I don't want to go to the shortcuts. Ultimate is Brahma Dhyana. Teach me how to get Brahma Dhyana. In quick terms, I'll finish off my studies. Father smiled and told his son, it's very easy. Brahma Dhyana is very easy. There are only 2 qualifications. Please watch carefully. This was the Indian tradition of education. There are 2 qualifications for Brahma Dhyana. If you have these 2, you got Brahma Dhyana. What are they? When you get Brahma Dhyana, you feel supremely happy. Happiness is the first quality. When you get Brahma Dhyana, you become happy. And secondly, that Dhyana will not die. That happiness will not die. It will remain with you. It has no death for it. 2 qualities. One is you get Brahma Dhyana, you are happy, and there is no death for it. The boy said, very easy. I don't know why people are spending so much time. He came and told his mother, I got Brahma Dhyana. And told her, Amma, all these days I was eating 2 times, I'll eat 3 times. Prepare more food, I'll eat more. He said, why? You don't understand, that is Brahma Dhyana. The boy ate very heavily for 3 times, sometimes 4 times. It continued for 4 weeks' time. Mother asked her husband, what have you taught this fellow? He is eating more, nothing else now. Father smiled and said, don't let him learn on his own. On the 8th day, the boy thought, I thought food is Brahma. When I get food, good food, I feel happy. That is the first lakshana of Brahma Dhyana. But the problem is, I eat in the morning, again I'm hungry in the afternoon. Eat in the afternoon, again hungry in the evening. That means the food is dying. It's not permanent. Therefore, that's not Brahmajnana. He went to his father and told him, Appa, I thought food is Brahma. It is not so. I don't think so. Because I get happiness all right, but it is not permanent. It dies. The father smiled and said, continue, child. You are on the right path. Discover yourself. The boy came back and thought for a moment and then told his Amma, keep the food like that. I eat 3 times, no problem. Then he started doing exercises. Started running in the forest, exercise, rigorous exercises. He took a copper plate, polished and made it look like a mirror. You look his body in the mirror and feel happy about it. It went on for 15 days. The mother asked, what are you doing, child? He said, you don't understand. I got Brahmajnana now. Because the energy I get makes me very happy. I feel very happy when I get the energy. And that energy is permanent. Nothing happens to me. The mother laughed and said, have you seen your father? He said, yes, I see him every day. How is he? He's old. All his skin is wrinkled. His hair has gone white. He bends down. He's weak. The mother said, at your age, your father was much more stronger than what you are today. He said, why? This is what happens. In youth, you are very strong, body is strong, and you become old, the body becomes weak, and one day you die. He said, my God, will father die? He said, yes, I will die, you will die one day. The son was shocked. Then it is not Brahma. I thought prana is Brahma, energy is Brahma. It is not so. I am strong now, I am happy, but this strength will not remain for a long time. Again he went to the father. I thought prana is Brahma. He said, discover yourself, find out. The boy went into the forest, wandered around for 10, 15, 12 years, understood every tree, which family it belongs to, what is the medicinal aspect of it, everything about the forest he knew, like the back of his hand. Then went and sat before his father and told him, Father, I got Brahmajnana now. Because the knowledge I get now has made me so happy. And I also know this knowledge has no death. Therefore, I am Brahmajnani now. For the first time, father makes him sit before him and teaches him, son, how much do you know now? You know about the little forest here? He explains to him how vast is the cosmos, how huge is this world. And what you know is not the speck of the microscopic dust. That is not even that. The son is shocked. My God, what I know so many for 12 years is nothing, is very small. He said, yes. Then how do you comprehend the whole universe? Then he said, my God, I think I made a mistake. I should do something more. He started thinking, started going inwards. Very interesting, my friends, how he crosses level by level. When he started introspecting, he found the joy is not outside, joy is inside. The Brahma that he was looking outside was not outside, it's inside. And he got the final Brahmajnana. It said, Prabhu becomes a great Rishi. 5 levels he crossed, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and finally come to Sachidananda Kosha. This learning process of the student is facilitated by the teacher. Teacher is not dictating, not directing, he is facilitating. And that learning today we call in modern jargons, experiential learning. That experiential learning is very, very useful. Because of that, what you learn gets internalized. That's the most beautiful part of it. That was how it was. Now, the next question I'm asking is, in today's world, do we need education? Should we go to school? Should we go to college? Why I'm asking this question, there's a meaning. I have completed 50 years of teaching and this question haunts me. If you are planning to do something, at the end of it, you ask, what do I get at the end of it? The child should be able to. If I do this work, at the end of it, I should be able to find out this. There is objective for everything. Can we similarly say there is an objective for education also? What is the objective of education? At the end of education, what the child should be able to do, what the young man or woman should be able to do. Can we list it out? Very difficult. I am always worried about this. Our students go to schools, go to colleges, get degrees, get marks, get into job. That's okay. But was that the purpose of their life? Education is for life, not for jobs. Unfortunately, we have converted job as an instrument of education, as an instrument of getting jobs and stability. What should education give me? You see, talk about your maid servant in the house. Tell her not to come from tomorrow. She will not be shocked at all. She said, don't worry, I get another 4 houses. But you will be worried about saving her in your house. You should make effort to keep her in the house. She is not worried. Your plumber is not scared. Your electrician is not scared. Your mason is not scared of losing jobs. But our postgraduates are scared of losing jobs. Why? The confidence the education should have given me is not there. So what is the purpose of education then? If I do not have the confidence of a mason, I don't have the confidence of a carpenter, what worth is this education? And you also see, my friends, you get 90% marks, 95% marks in 10th standard or PUC. After 2 months, whatever you have studied has just evaporated. What remains with you? In fact, somebody has made a beautiful statement. Education is what remains with you after you forget what you learned in the classrooms. How much remains? That's the worry I have. In fact, we don't know where our children go. I always have this question. It's a very interesting question. I have enjoy asking that question to people in several places. If you are going on a trip for 15 days, 20 days, how do you pack your suitcase? What do you pack in the suitcase? What goes in the suitcase is decided by where are you going? Am I right? If you are going to a very cold place, you pack with warm dresses, thermals, scarves, shawls and all that, shoes. If you are going to Jaipur in month of July, which is very hot at that time, you don't carry thermals there. You carry light cotton dress and chappals and all that is light wear. Am I right? So what goes in the suitcase depends on where are you going. My question is, how do you pack the suitcase of our students now? We don't know where are they going. You please see in today's world what they have learned and what they are doing. There is no relationship between them. I do engineering program, but finally land up as a manager elsewhere. So therefore, education today has become a definite program for an indefinite future. A definite program for an indefinite future. That is the scarcity of time. So how do you pack it? That is the question. I didn't know actually how to pack. What should we pack the student's suitcase with so that they can face the life come what may. Whatever context, they'll be able to face the life and become confident in life. About 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I had gone to London and I was traveling to Paris. There is a tube train which goes under the sea. It's a magnificent train. From London to Paris, one stop under the sea. The train goes under the sea. Myself and my wife were going in that train and the train took off. After about 7-8 minutes, I saw some 10-15 boys and girls, all in the age of 25 to 35, all in Bermudas and t-shirts, having a backpack, giggling and laughing, came into the compartment. They occupied the place. One girl was sitting next to me. I make friendship very fast. I asked this girl, where are you going? I thought I asked a sensible question. When you are in the train and you're traveling, the person sitting next to you asks, where are you going? They looked at me quizzically and craned her neck and shouted at the fellow in the front, hey Johnny, where are we going? Where are we going? I was shocked. She is in the train and the train is moving. She does not know where is she going. And Johnny shouted, Paris, Paris. She came back to me, we are going to Paris. I said, did you not know that you are going to Paris? You are already in the train. She said, I don't bother. We have a gang of 10-15 people. We are all journalists. We decide to take off for a certain time in a year. And on that day, we make it mysterious. We go to the station or to airport, wherever we decide to go, and catch the first train and take the last destination. We get down there, stay for 8 to 10 days, see the places around and make our reports and publish them. Since we are going to see the place and write reports, it does not matter which place we go. It's only a name. My curiosity became sharper. I asked them, you did not know where are you going? Then how do you pack your backpack? Because suitcase is bothering me all the time. How do you pack your backpack? What do you pack with? She looked at me, what is so great about it? In my bag, I have two thermals and some light clothes also. Chappals are also there, socks are also there, shoes are there. If it is hot, I wear this dress, and if it is cold, I wear the thermals. What is the problem in that? Suddenly, it became a kind of an enlightenment for me. As she is prepared for any condition of atmosphere, any weather condition she is used to, she is ready for it. Can't we make our students ready for everything that happens in life? How do I prepare my students to face life? Come what may. I was wondering what should go into the suitcase of the students. That suitcase we call as education today. What shall we pack with? And there are a few things I thought are required to put into the bag of the student and say, if you have these things, you'll be successful in life. And that is what brings me to the issue today. MyBharat, what changes we want to see in education through this huge program that we have got, New National Education Policy. I'm happy, though there are many more things to be done, but I'm happy with the NAP. It is trying to bridge at least some major gaps that were there in education earlier. Some important things have to be added there. And to some extent, you have made an effort to put all of them in there. First thing and first, we had ignored our pre-primary education all through. Very sad, very sad. We call them nursery schools or some kind of play homes. And all parents thought, what is there to learn there? They learn ABCD or ABC, E, they learn and come back. We thought that age is only for that, learning a few alphabets here and a few numbers here. And I should tell you, our parents are becoming paranoid about it. And as a teacher, I definitely say from any platform, you push the children to remember the alphabets. I have seen the parents going and fighting with the schools. See, in A section, they have come to K now. Here is only E. As if by learning K, by learning E, he lost everything. No, there are hardly 26 alphabets. Why do you worry? Whole year is there. But parents want to see that the child is ahead of others. We are pushing them, pushing them. And that is not the age for just alphabets and all that, my friends. Most important, psychology has proved beyond doubt that at the age of 5, the human brain is almost completely developed, almost completely developed. The child can feel, child has ego now, child has likes and dislikes, child is capable of discrimination, discretion, everything a child can do. But you assume the child cannot do anything. And we never taught anything really worthwhile. And there is one important fact of psychology, my friends. It says, if you want to know how you will be at the age of 75 or 80, if you are keen on knowing how you will look like or how you will behave at the age 75 and 80 of your life, ask your elders at home how you lived when you were 5-year-old. Take it from me, the childhood will repeat itself. There is a very famous statement says, child is the father of man. What does that mean? What you are in the childhood, it will come back to you very strongly when you are 75-year-old. You may change your style in between. You may see somebody else because you are strong physically and mentally. You can do whatever you want. But when the body becomes weak, you go back to your childhood. The childhood behavior comes. You would have seen in your own house. Try to get a new sari for your old grandmother. She says, why are you bringing sari? I don't want it. I don't like it. The way they live. Supposing they have lived a confident life, they are confident and pushed for greater things at 5 years, they become confident even then. Have you not seen some elderly people, even they are 80 and 90, mind is so sharp, they can take appropriate decisions. It's because they were told to take decisions when they were young. And if father goes on telling the mother, don't do it, I'll do it for you, I'll do it for you, I'll do it for you. Make him a parasite. And when he becomes old, he starts depending for every small thing on the people around. The childhood repeats itself. That's why the famous statement in psychology, you can't escape your childhood. Take your child, 5-year-old, 6-year-old child to a toy shop. Child wants a particular toy. You know it is not good. There's a better material. The child says, no, I want that only. You say, no, that's not good. This is good for you. Say, no, I want that only. If you pressurize, child makes a grumpy face. I don't want anything. I don't want anything. The child's ego is hurt. At age of 5, child understands what it wants and very sure about what she likes. So therefore, I'm happy in the new education policy. They have given importance to the pre-primary segment. It is the most crucial, most crucial. We had ignored it so long. What you teach from 3 to 6 makes the person, make the child confident, make the child expressive, learn languages, interact with people with no fear. The child becomes confident as he grows along. I am so happy that the pre-primary segment is made strong in the new education policy, one of the greatest additions there. Earlier, no affiliation board bothered about pre-primary. And then they are going to have the playway methods. They're bringing lots of activities to them and a lot of materials are to be given to the schools. And if that happens, good learning tools are given to the teachers, I tell you, learning would be enormous. We'll have very happy children there going to the schools. In fact, I have seen children coming back with long face. Yo, I have to write the second letter, A, B, C, D, I can't write. With this, in fact, parents also crazy, make them sit there, write A, B, C, D 10 times, as if this is the be all and end all of life. I'm happy. New education policy has brought a major change in that. That's the first point. Second point happens in grade 6. I'm so happy about it. And these are the things which should have been in education. Vocational education, class starts from class 6. Don't you require skills? There are 3 things required in education: knowledge, skills, and attitude. All 3 are important. Knowledge is important, no doubt about it. When you want to do something, you should have the knowledge of what you are doing. You should require skills also. Have you not seen people who can't fix a screw in the wall? They can't operate a screwdriver. They are scared of putting even a fuse in the, if the fuse goes off, they can't set a fuse. They're so scared. Hand skills are very poor. Some people cannot even replace a ball pen refill. That kind of worry. It is because they were not taught to do so earlier. In future, my friends, life will be more towards do it yourself, not the other one. Look at the developed world. You may get huge materials in US, UK, and Germany, anywhere, but no carpenter to come and fix in your house. India, we are safe. Carpenters are there. Though they grumble and come little later, they come and do it for you. For a small thing also we call carpenter. In developed country, you don't get something like that. You have to do it yourself. You have to assemble everything yourself. Now the whole furniture set comes to you. Set it yourself. Unless you have hand skills, you can't do much. Therefore, the vocational education that is being part of 6th standard now, every child must go through one skill. They must learn. And I know that some schools will produce false certificates, say that this fellow has done carpentry. No, the NEP recommends that the child should get a certificate from an organization where he has worked. That internship has to happen. That means some kind of a restriction that they have to do it. So the answer is, suppose the solution is this: if the child undergoes a skill training, he learns a vocational skill, in future he may live on that. A good carpenter is far better than a bad engineer. Am I right? You have got a good carpenter. I've seen a cook. He's earning much more. A chef in a 5-star hotel earns much more than a software engineer. That means that is a skill. It's a skill. You can learn any skill that you want and you may take it as a profession later on. It becomes your vocation of life. You can live on that. Not necessarily to go to higher education again. You have to learn it within the skill itself. And another most important thing which comes there, which I was very happy about, is in 9th standard, you can choose your subjects. It's very crucial, my friends, very, very crucial. Earlier, whether you like it or not, it is dumbed down your throat. You should learn English, one language, science, social science, and mathematics with computer as an appendage. You have to learn compulsory. Whether you like mathematics or not, you have to study. I have seen this happening all over India. Some children don't like mathematics. Some people don't like science. Some people don't like social science. But they have no option. In rural area, most children fail in English. And we say he's a dull boy. He can't pass English. Very dull fellow. No. He may be dull in English, but he's good in everything. Other subjects, he is very good. So therefore, why are we making the subjects compulsory? In life, tell me honestly, if something is made compulsory for you, do you like it? Human mind is a rebel. The moment you force something on the mind, it rebels it. A child cannot do anything, it's helpless. System is like that. Now I'm happy they have thrown open it and so you can choose any subject of your choice. You can pass your 10th standard without studying mathematics and science. I'll give you an example. I'll share a small incident here. When I was the principal of an international school, I had a student. The parents came from Mumbai and she was to be admitted to grade 7. She was a very tall girl and a beautiful girl. She was admitted to 7th standard. I said, okay, formalities were done. The parents came with the child to me. As a principal, I asked her, what is your name, child? She answered something which I could not follow. I said, come back again, repeat. I couldn't catch your name. Again, she said something I did not follow. I was surprised. I'm not able to hear what she's saying. At that time, the mother made a small signal to her husband, and husband took the daughter out. Only mother stayed inside and started crying. She said, sir, this child is unfortunate. During pregnancy itself, I had some problems. During delivery, it was complicated, that a forceps delivery. I don't know whether it happened because of that. All the milestones of the child are slow. She started crawling at the age of 3, stood up at the age of 3.5, and slowly started walking at the age of 4. And her talking became very slow. She started picking up words here and there when you were 2.5 or 3-year-old. We put her in a school run by our own relatives. Somehow they promoted her up to grade 6. But slowly and slowly, everybody started branding my daughter as a mentally challenged child. I didn't like it, sir. My child is good, sir. Please remember, my friends, no mother will say that my child is dull. No mother will say that. She said, he may not know mathematics, but he's very good in the other subjects. The mother started crying and said, sir, what do I do, sir? I said, don't worry. Then said, I'm entrusting my daughter to you, sir. From today onwards, you are the father of the child. I said, okay, I'll take her. And she went away. There was another child like that. And these two became my companions. In the morning, I would take them for a walk, tell them stories, push them, try to tell some positive things to them. I learned that this girl cannot do mathematics and she can't write much. What to do? I went to NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling, and I took subjects which she can like, home science, interior designs, and then computer designs and something like that, which she can play and do it. She enjoyed it. When others went to class, she would go sit in the library and read this and do it. She passed her 10th standard and went back to Mumbai. Years passed. About 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I received a call and the mother was talking to me, the child's mother. She said, sir, there's a good news, sir. She was about to say something and girl snatched the phone from her mother's hand and said, sir, I'm getting married. You must come. If you don't come, I'll not get married. I'm not just threatening you, but it's a fact. If you don't come. And I know that you're vegetarian, I'll make arrangements. I said, don't worry, ma. Mumbai is such a big place. I'll take care of myself. I did go to the marriage. It was a huge affair. And after the marriage evening, she brought her husband and parents to me. Because in the Nikah program, I don't meet people. She brought her husband and parents, and she was introducing her father to her husband. She said, he is my father, you know him. He is my father. But he is my biological father. My real father is sir. She pointed at me. I felt like crying. And I asked the child, what are you doing now? I asked a general question, what are you doing now? She said, I conduct marriages, sir. I'll take you tomorrow morning. Next day morning, she took me to a huge place. In Bombay, every inch is a fortune. It's a huge office. It's a marriage, event management. She runs an event management company. And then she took me to a room where only bridegroom's dresses are kept. Other room, bride's dresses are kept. And there's a presentation hall with audiovisual presentation, how the chowdhury looks like, how the decoration is done, how the stage is decorated, what kind of food will be given, all kinds of things. I never understood that. And she told me, sir, a given time, I can get 500 girls with uniforms for the marriage function. I said, amazing. I said, how many marriages you conduct? She told me about 25 marriages every year. Sometimes pressure is too high. I go up to 32, but not more than 32. So 25 I'll definitely do. Sometimes pressure is more, I'll get more. I asked, how much money you save per marriage? How much money you get per marriage? Listen to me carefully. She told me, I get 25 lakhs per marriage, sir. Now you know mathematics. 25 lakhs per marriage, and she conducts 25 marriages. Her income is about 6.25 crores. And we called her a mentally challenged child. This is what was worrying me. Sachin Tendulkar was not good in mathematics, but he is the youngest Bharat Ratna we have. Bismillah Khan did not know algebra, but he is the Bharat Ratna. But Lata Mangeshkar did not know quantum mechanics, but she is a Bharat Ratna and adored by people, millions and millions of people. Therefore, we can't brand a student because he does not know a subject. I am happy that the new policy has thrown open options to the children. You can choose whatever you want and be successful in that, not the one which is pushed down your throat. So this is one of the greatest things that has helped. I'm happy the children can choose the subjects of it. Some people ask us, how can it happen? How can choose times and so on and choose topics? Yeah, the NEP is thought of it. 9th standard, you take subjects. You find it difficult, you can change in 11th standard again. You can choose different topics of your choice. Therefore, this was the biggest gap in education that I felt. Gap was, I was asked to study what I did not want to study. But today, you study what you want to study. And one simple thing of fact in education is, if you enjoy what you are doing, you will excel it. You will always be successful in that. So therefore, NEP, the major thing for me is this option that is given to them. And languages, of course, you can choose any language that you want. I come to the higher education. It's very, very important. Very important. When you come to earlier, of course, we have big problems now. Parents think the only option for an intelligent student is to go to medical or engineering. Third option doesn't strike us. Very unfortunate. But now, when you have chosen different subjects for 9th and 10th, you'll not be studying the same thing there. You become a doctor, nothing wrong if you want to be a doctor. Don't become a doctor because you have got good marks in biology, but your heart is somewhere else. I have seen many of my students who did medicine, MBBS, but they are doing garment designing now. I asked my student, why did you do human anatomy if you want to design a dress for a person? Therefore, now you can choose what you want. And when you choose what you want, you are going to excel. In fact, you can take sports as a subject and do your 10th standard. Music as a subject and do it. If you are musically inclined, why should you study other subjects? One of the best things in education, I told you, this suitcase to be packed. If I pack with my suitcase with what I want to wear, what I want to carry with me, I'll be happy to travel. Is it not right? This gives you confidence to do it. In colleges also, I'm very happy. Earlier, I remember when I went to college way back in 1966, my grandfather was upset. He said, my grandson is so dull. He could not get seat in BA. He has gotten BSc. But during his time, there was no BSc, there was only BA. Even Sir C.V. Raman has got BA honors in physics. BA was the only course we had. But then we thought dividing the branches into BSc. When I studied, there was no BCom. There was no BCom at all. Then BCom came, then the BCA came, then the BBA came, and several specializations happened. We started dividing knowledge into small groups. Please remember, my friends, knowledge is seamless. Knowledge is an entirety. Since we can't gobble it in one go, because of our inability, we break it down into smaller units called physics, chemistry, biology, all subjects we divide because we can't take the integrated knowledge as such. Now, when you come to the graduate, now in the higher education, the BA, BSc, BComs will disappear. I can choose subject of my choice. Whatever subject I want, I can choose it. That's something beautiful. Look at it. Richard Feynman, one of the greatest physicists the world has ever seen. I was told he was more, how can you compare? Of course, he was a very, very intelligent man in quantum mechanics. He got Nobel Prize in physics. Do you know the subjects he had taken for graduation? Particle physics, American history, Western music. Can we think of it? Physics, music, and history. And he was good all the three. Supposing my student takes like that, he'll be enjoying the course because his choice is by him. She has chosen subjects. Therefore, higher education now is going to be something different. You can choose subject of your choice, and then there is something credit for it. Each subject has certain credits, 4 credits, 5 credits, 3 credits, whatever the credits are there. And then earlier, what used to happen? I've seen many times, a girl went to college. She was in the first year degree or second year degree. She got married. She could not continue. She had children, and then education was lost. She could not continue education. She could not complete her BA at all. If she goes back to college, the curriculum is changed. Again, she has to join the first year degree, and nobody does it. Government thought of it, and this policy has done a beautiful job. That is carrying the credits with you. I see like money deposited in the bank. You deposit 10,000 rupees. You can draw through the ATM either in Bangalore or in Varanasi or in Delhi. You can draw anywhere as long as the balance is there. Similarly, each subject has certain credits. You take the credits and you got ABC, Bank of Credits, Academic Bank of Credits. And this is most important. That means I take my first year degree, and 2 years I don't do because I have to work for my job, education. I go for work there, and then I feel like doing the degree now. Again, I have to do all over again. You have got the credits with you. They are in your bank. You take up the next credits and complete your degree. That means it encourages you to take up learning at any stage. In America, this was called as multiple entry, multiple dropout system. Very convenient. There it is very common. Nobody supports higher education, very expensive. The child drops from this college, goes to work sometime, come back again, finance his own education and complete the degree. That is possible there. Now, this can happen here in India. You have got the credits, you can transfer it. And another one is the examination pattern will be different now. Examination pattern will be different. It will not be rote testing. It will not be rote testing, memory test. Now you can see, I study for the whole year or semester, mug up certain things, write in the examination and forget soon after. And still we give marks. Oh, he's 80% mark, 90% mark, but nothing has remained there. But now the new examination pattern will test not your memory, but your problem solving skills, critical thinking and creative thinking. There's a small difference between creative thinking and critical thinking. So you have to teach all the students through activities, and the college students will have to do this dissertation. And secondly, after doing your graduation, you can do 3-year degree or 4-year degree. If you do 3-year degree, you have to do your master's for 2 years. Or if you're doing honors and 4 years course, then MSc is only 1 year. You can take master's only 1 year. Then if you've done that, automatically you go to research and do your PhD. That means you know where you are going. The future is not so uncertain now. At least you know surely what you want to do. That's what I was telling you. Education was earlier a definite process for an indefinite future, but it's not going to be so now. The planning would be done, and then university education will also change. Research will change its approach. There is no point in simply producing PhD for promotion's sake. Unfortunately, it happened. Most colleges, teachers did their PhD only because they get 2 increments or 3 increments more and get promotion quickly. It was an instrument getting more promotions and not for knowledge. Now you'll be assessed by the publication that you do. And secondly, what kind of research are you doing? How is it going to touch the life of people? This is very crucial. Research for PhD sake is of no use. Slowly, I wish it will happen. It's not in the NEP, but it will come. I feel it will come as a consequence of this. In most of the developed world, developed countries, what is happening is, supposing there's automobile industry, Ford company, for example, or Nissan or whatever company, they have certain problems in their machine. The engine has a problem, or brake system, or some system is defective there. What they do is, they give this information, what defect they have, what challenges they have, to different universities. top class universities. And the professors, they take this project, give it to their students, work on it. And that cost of the teacher, students' research is taken care by the company. They sponsor it. The culture, Ford chair and all that. And this boy or the girl does something good research there and finds a solution for the company. Look at it, what happens? The company got the solution, and this boy or the girl will be taken up there as a job, go for a job, because she has done work on that. Now, what is happening so far in India was, research was happening in the universities, problems were there in the industry. The problems on one side, solutions on the other side would not match it. Now, the problems will be given back to the university. Universities will have to take them, work on it, get money for their institutions and also for the student. And the problem is solved. The institution gets the credit and the child will get the job there in this organization. He does get a job in which he has worked so far. So therefore, research will be meaningful. Unlike doing theoretical research and putting in the thesis, which even the researcher will not look at it for the second time. Now, research will be of social significance. The question is this: we do a lot of research, but has our research helped our farmer in the field? Have we reduced the burden on the bullock cart? Have we done something for the improvement of the crops? It was not so earlier. Research was happening somewhere else, but now the new NEP is recommending that research should be product oriented and focused on what is required for the Indian society. This is the way Indian society undergoes transformation. What is the role of teachers in this? Somebody asked me recently, will the NEP work, sir? So many commissions were there earlier, Radhakrishnan Commission onwards, so many commissions have come, so many reports have been given. Will this succeed or fail? I'll mention that and stop, so that if there are any questions, I can take it. Very interesting. There was a sage, a saint, sage. He was sitting in a cave on top of a mountain. And people around knew about him. He's a great saint, great sage. And he's a Trikaladarshi. He can see what happens in future. He can predict future. He can see the unseen. He can see the unseen. Everybody respected him so much. There were 4 or 5 boys in the town close to the mountain. They heard about the reputation of this sage. They wanted to see him. They went up the mountain. As they were going, they became more curious. Is this man really Trikaladhyani? He can know everything, or is a hoax? They wanted to test him. As they went near the cave, one young man saw a small insect flying in the air. With his hand, he just caught it. Caught the insect in his palms. Closed the fist. And all of them entered the cave. Sat before the sage, and after some time he opened his eyes. And the boys offered pranams and said, Swamiji, we heard so much about you that you can see the unseen. Is it true? He said, I don't know. I've been trying. God has been kind to me. And the boy pushed his hand further and said, Swamiji, can you tell me what is in my hand? Sage closed his eyes for a moment and then said, yes, you have a small insect in your hand. Small insect in your hand. The boy smiled and asked the next question. Sir, can you tell me whether the insect is alive or dead? Sage thought for a moment. These boys have come to prove him wrong. If he says the insect is alive, he will crush it, kill it. If he says the insect is dead, he will allow it to fly. In any case, the sage will be proved wrong. What should the sage say? Sage thought for a moment and smiled and told him, whether the insect is alive or dead is in your hands. If you allow it to go, it is alive. If you crush it, it will die. It is in your hands. Why I told the stories? When people ask me, will NAP be successful? I tell the teachers, you make it successful, it becomes successful. If you don't make it successful, it will not be successful. Ultimately, any policy of any type by any government has to be implemented by the teachers in the classroom. If they take this new policy in the right spirit and implement it in the class, NEP is going to be remarkably successful. I have very high hopes on this. In fact, that's what the title of the topic is, Education for MyBharat. Changes happening in MyBharat. Yes, this education, I am confident, will make the children confident, self-learning, and then exploratory, enjoy. All this should happen. I come back to the suitcase and close. I only started saying that I don't know how to pack the suitcase. Now we know where to pack with few things. One is the child should be given the confidence that he requires to face the world. First, confidence, self-confidence. Second one, love for himself. If anybody who does not love himself cannot love the world, first learn to love yourself, accept as you are. I may be fat, I may be thin, I may be tall, I'm dark, I'm fat, very fair, whatever it is. Accept me as I am. Then third one is love your country. Love your country. Anyone who does not love the country, I don't call him educated at all. And the last and the most important one is respect values. Respect values. If I can teach 4 and pack them in the suitcase of the children along with this new NEP, perhaps education will be meaningful and perhaps our country will grow to great heights. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for enlightening us on the values of education and highlighting NEP 2020. Yes, sir. We all agree with you. Education is for life, not for job. Knowledge, skill, and attitude are important in education. Now, because of NEP 2020, we are having a ray of hope to have a value-based and skill-based educations. Once again, thank you, sir, for accepting Disha invitation and motivating us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾಳೆ ದಿಶಾ ಭಾರತ್ನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂದು ಸಂಜೆ ದಿಶಾ ಭಾರತ್ನ ಸಂಜೆ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಲಿಕೆಯಾದ ಮೈ ಭಾರತ್ 2022 ಇಡೀ ಅಭಿಯಾನವು ದಿಶಾ ಭಾರತ್ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಪೇಜ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೇರ ಪ್ರಸಾರ ಆಯಿತು. ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಈ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾಳೆ ಇದೇ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಶ್ರೀ ನಂದಕುಮಾರ್ಜಿ, ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾ ಪ್ರವಾಹದ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ನಂದಕುಮಾರ್ಜಿ ಅವರು ಇಂಡಿಕ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಕುರಿತು ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಮಾನ ದಿಶಾ ಭಾರತ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಗೆ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ದಿಶಾ ಭಾರತ್ನ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ಗೆ ಲೈವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 14ರಂದು ದಿಶಾ ಭಾರತ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ವಾಕಥಾನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವದ 75ನೇ ಈ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಕಥಾನ್ನ ದಿಶಾ ಭಾರತ್ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಇದೇ ಭಾನುವಾರ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 14ರಂದು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 7:30ಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಲ್ಬಾಗ್ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೇಟ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ರೋಡ್ನಿಂದ ಆರಂಭ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ದಿಶಾ ಭಾರತ್ನ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ಯ ರಥ, ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಸಂಗ್ರಾಮದ ಅಜ್ಞಾತ ಬಲಿದಾನಿಗಳ ನೇಪಥ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದ ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರರ ಕುರಿತು ಹಾಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಸಂಗ್ರಾಮ ಎಂಬ ಆಶಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ಯ ರಥ ರಾಜ್ಯಾದ್ಯಂತ ಸಂಚರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಿಂದ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಸವನಗುಡಿಯ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗಣಪತಿ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಬಳಿಯಿಂದ ಚಾಲನೆ ದೊರೆತಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆಗೆ ಈ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ಯ ರಥ ತಲುಪಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ರಥ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳನ್ನ ತಲುಪಲಿದ್ದು ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರವನ್ನ ಕ್ರಮಿಸಿ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಸಂಗ್ರಾಮದ ಅಜ್ಞಾತ ಬಲಿದಾನಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 15ರಂದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಲಿನಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಈ ರಥ ಬರಲಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಗುರುರಾಜ ಕರ್ಜಗಿ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ ಇದೇ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗೋಣ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.